Yo, guys, I did not expect this good of a turnout for the first JJK account review video, but honestly, so many people have submitted their accounts, and I just gotta give a shout out to you guys and say thank you. This is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what characters and recollections you guys have and which characters you guys have decided to invest in and work on, as well as recollections. So let's go ahead and just hop into it. We got Ace as the first person we're taking a look at, player rank 22. And they have Megami as their friend unit, which is smart. You guys should not have Gojo as your friend unit, first and foremost. If anyone has Gojo as their friend unit, please take him off, because everybody has Gojo. Nobody wants to run Gojo as a friend unit. Put someone else as a friend unit. Any character you want. You can even put Yaga as a friend unit. Yaga might actually get you your character used more than like having Megami as a friend unit, because a lot of people have Megami as well. But at the very least, do not have Gojo as your friend unit. Okay, with that said, let's press play and see what this person has recorded for their profile. Very excited to see the very first account here on the account review video. Let's freaking go. So they have 620 cubes left. Wow, that's not a lot. Level 82 Gojo. Okay, nice. Level 80 Megami. Need to get those up to level 91. Max them out. Those should be like your first two characters. But then Yaga's next. He's up there. I love that. You got Inumaki as well. Okay, interesting. I don't know if the investment in Inumaki is like the craziest best thing. He's not bad. He's not bad by any means, but I don't think he's... I would rather have like this Inumaki a little bit higher. I'd rather switch their places and have rare Inumaki higher than the SSR one, because the rare one I have used so many times and he has so many uses in the game. Kaido's up here as well. So you got the right like 3 characters up here, and then Nanami's here as well. Your investment looks very, very good so far. I don't see anything wrong with your investment. I don't see a Yuta, so I don't know if this was submitted before or after Yuta polls, because ideally this was submitted after Yuta polls. So if you did get shafted, I am so sorry. That's a big rip. But you do have Panda and you have Toto. They're not invested in, which is probably the smart thing. Realistically, not investing in those characters, I can't blame you there. I probably wouldn't invest in them either, other than I just want to showcase every character myself, so people can decide, you know, whether to use characters or not. But I think your investment looks really good, and where you have your characters looks really good. Now, for recollections, we do have non-standard, so dubs, congrats on that. What I would say for non-standard is there's free-to-play recollection bits that you can get to max dupe any recollection you want. I would say this non-standard is the #1 recollection to go ahead and max dupe. I also noticed that you have Pride, but only 1 copy of Pride, so that means you still have to beat your formidable foe battles. I would make sure you do that as soon as possible. You have beaten a couple of formidable foe battles though, because you have a couple of different like free-to-play recollections here. And you have this one actually up to level 30, which is decent. This one's a good recollection. Your recollections overall looks like you might need to farm out a few more of the orbs to get a few more of these higher to where you want them to be. But overall, it's not looking terrible so far. Having that free-to-play one there is actually okay, because that free-to-play one is useful to people. Why you only have it actually at 3 dupes though, that is a little bit concerning, because I feel like that should have been 5 duped, unless you just didn't grind out the event, or maybe you didn't have enough AP, you didn't want to waste cubes, to be fair. Hard to say, but that one should have probably been 5 max duped, unless you sold them or something, but realistically it should have been 5 max duped, in my opinion. You have quite a few SSR recollections, actually, considering. I wish you guys would put, like, when you submitted the accounts, if it was a free-to-play account or not. I'm guessing, I'll try to guess on each of these accounts though, if it doesn't say. My guess is you might be a light spender / free to play. I'm going light spender. Well, yeah, I'm going light spender. Like, you've spent like the minimal amount of money on this. I don't think you spent a ton of money on this, and this should be after. I'm assuming it's after Yuta came out, because we do have that recollection there, but it might have been right before he came out that you submitted this. But rips if you got you know, shafted, and I hope you get him before he goes away. You do have a whole month at least, so that is good news. Next up, we have Bose. He is player rank 28. He has 1,000 cubes left, but hey, I can already see he probably has Yuta. Just a guess. Let's go. Dubs on the Yuta. I wonder what rank you have him at. That's going to be really interesting to see where people get him. Ooh, a 2 duped Yuta. Let's go. 2 duped Yuta, 2 duped Gojo. Looking very, very solid. Then we have Nobara, Itadori. We actually have some investment in Maki and Panda. That kind of disturbs me a little bit. Like, granted, use the characters you want. It's not a PvP game. But I feel like investment-wise, you can invest in these characters, but they should be later investments, right? Your #1 investments should be Gojo, Yuta, Yaga, Nanami, okay, the SR one. And then I don't see Kaito or the rare Inomaki up here either, so those characters should be up here. Like the previous account you saw, those characters should be up here before you start working on these other characters. But to be fair, I know getting SSR characters in most gacha games, those are the characters you want to level up first. It's usually not rare or SR characters. So if you didn't know that at the start, right, then it's like, I'm going to invest in the character I like. So, but no problem with investing in these. I just think other characters should also be a little bit higher in your investment list overall. Looking at this, let's see where they're at. Do we even have them? Yeah, we do have them. So they're here, level 65. Actually, you got a lot of characters invested in. Okay, interesting that you've gone to do this. Interesting. So you've gotten like all characters to level 45, level 30-ish. You've invested in every single character a little bit, which is crazy because that's not what most people are going to be doing. Most people don't have the resources to do that. I find it really hard to believe already that you have done this much investment in every character for free. I feel like there have been some cubes used here to refresh AP packs. Like, granted, they're giving us more AP packs now, but initially they were not. So my guess is there have been some cubes used, meaning you're probably a pay-to-play player, but who knows? Also a 2-dupe Yuta, that like screams pay-to-play unless you were extremely lucky. Okay, we got a 3-dupe Pride, which is good. You just have to beat probably Extreme 2 one more time or something like that to be able to fully dupe this out. Non-standard, fully maxed. I'm guessing that you did this with the free-to-play recollection bits, but you might have actually pulled enough to max it out, which would be crazy, but it's possible. Okay, we also have this recollection. I'm waiting to get this one. This one's really good. It'll be really good on the first anniversary Itadori. I know that's a long ways away, but it'll be really good on the first anniversary Itadori when it comes out. It's also good on like a future Maki that comes out. So this recollection is like the taijutsu version of non-standard. It's really good. So having both of these recollections, you got really good recollections. You have unity from top to bottom. Your account looks very, very good for recollections, the things that you do have. You have the memory or event memory recollection fully duped out, which is perfect. And as we go down a little bit more, ooh, you have completely beat this formidable foe battle to get that one duped out. Dubs. And your recollection investment is a little bit lower than your character investment, which is good. You got the new Yuta recollection as well. You got it max duped. You got this max duped. You must have pulled a lot. You must have put everything in on Yuta. That's how you got so many copies of Yuta, and then you got 5 dupes of this recollection. That's my guess. Absolutely crazy. I'm interested to know why, if you watch this video, in the comments, why did you use all of your cubes on Yuta to like go for extra dupes as opposed to like getting one copy and saving and then getting ready for the future characters? Do you plan on spending in the future so it's not a big deal to you, or do you think Yuta's just gonna like hold you over until you eventually, like a lot of people are saving for Hidden Arsenal Gojo, the Teen Gojo? So do you think Yuta's going to hold you over till then, or are you planning on spending between like now and then? Let me know down in the comments if you happen to see this, because I'd be interested to know. And if anyone else has input, I'd be interested to know what you guys think too, what you're going to do. Okay, looking at the rest of these, you got like none of your SR recollections invested in. That makes me a little bit sad because some of these are actually halfway decent. But granted, once again, if you are pay to play, which I'm guessing you are, you don't really need them, right? They're more free to play friendly, but I could be completely wrong. This could be a free-to-play account. It would be one of the craziest free-to-play accounts, you know, I would expect to see today, but it could be. Next up, we have a BusinessDog, level 27. They have Megami as their unit. Again, a lot of people will put this Megami as their unit. Might want to switch Megami out because I feel like Megami, Yuta, Gojo, top 3 units for people to put as their assistants, and maybe like switch it out for like Nobara. You could even put Panda, Maki, any of those characters that you don't normally use, right? Because then people will use your character more if they're looking for a friend unit, in my opinion. So just do what's best for you. Did have a special title there as well, so nice on the title. 46,000 cubes saved. Okay, 46,000 cubes. Is this before or after Yuta though? That's the question. We're about to find out. We're about to find out. I'm assuming this might have been submitted before Yuta. I hope it was submitted before Yuta. If not, then you need to go and summon on Yuta. But let's assume this is pre-Yuta right here. You have a level 91 Megami, a level 91 Gojo, 1 dupe into both of them, looking very good. You have your 2 supporters up here at the top. You have Inomaki here. You have the SR Kaido actually up here over Rare Kaido, but fair. Some people like SR Kaido more, I guess. I think Rare Kaido is a little bit better. He's like a battery for your team. He's absolutely insane. You have Nobara and you have Itadori, looking very good character investment wise with who you have up here. You even have Mechamaru up here, who's a decent SR for like AoE damage, and then you have Nanami there. Now we do have SSR Maki. Interesting. No investment though. That's probably how I do it. SSR Megami as well. Like, you can invest in these characters, but do them after you get all these other characters up here towards the top that I was talking about to max level. Then you can invest in these characters and work on them, right? That's my opinion, at least. Okay, not a ton of characters though, but like decent on the characters you do have, good investment on the characters you do have. Ooh, I like that you tapped into here so I can see the character skills and advancement. Level 8 on skills for a lot of these skills is good. To get to past level 8, it takes like those really crazy crystals to get to level 9 and level 10, so it is hard to get that investment. So your investment in these characters is actually looking really solid. You're doing the correct skill order, it looks like, for upgrading for the most part too on these characters, which is really, really sick. So good stuff with the skill investment and whatnot on these characters. Okay, let's see the recollections. All right, gotta pause it again. Pride at level 63, 3 dupes. Looks like we still need to be Extreme 2. And then we have the Taijutsu Recollection. Once again, having these two is very, very good. I don't see non-standard, so looks like you still have to get lucky for a non-standard at some point. I hope you get that. I really, really do. Unity from top to bottom, though. Other than not having non-standard, great recollections, great investment. It's looking very, very solid. You do have a lot of these at level 1, but that's probably just because you have them and you don't see a reason to invest in them just yet. A lot of recollections don't need to be invested in. You'll probably never touch like half of the recollections you have, to be fair. So overall, recollection investment, character investment looking very good. And then we got the secret title, intelligence is always supplied, so that is a big flex. I love that you showed that, because you get this particular title for beating Jogo with Gojo alone. So the fact that you did that, absolutely amazing. Let's freaking go. Okay, next up we have Crimson, who has Maki as a supporter character. That's a dub, because people are probably going to be using your Maki more often than other character supporter characters. Also, I love the self-introduction, Maki best girl. And then we have the record holder for most consecutive uses of a Black Flash, which means you got the hidden title for that, for getting, I think it's 5 Black Flashes in a row, so dubs on that. Let's see how the rest of the account looks. Let's see if we got Yuta in the account. Okay, we do. Let's go, dubs, and we got a dupe into Yuta. Big dubs, congrats on that. We got Megami, we got Gojo. Maki's up here, but I assume I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Maki's just up here so you have a good friend unit. That's what I'm giving you. Or maybe, you know what, Maki might be your favorite character as well. Fair. If it's your favorite character, you can invest in one dumb character because they're your favorite. Good news is there is a much better Maki coming out down the line, and that is a character you're going to want to pull for. Nanami's up here, Yaga's up here, Itadori, Nobara. I can't complain too much about character investment. You have a lot of actual like SSRs here. Crazy how many SSRs you... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who are we missing? There's one more general pool SSR who is there at the start. I can't even remember who it is right now. We have Megami, we have Inumaki, we have Panda, we have... Wait, no, we have all of them. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, you have them all. You have every SSR in the game. Okay. Nice. Every SSR in the game so far. That's a dub. Now that makes me wonder... Oh, I'm having a hard time figuring this out. Are you free to play or are you spending on this game? I feel like spending. That's way too many duped out characters. The reason I think I'm gonna go spending is because when you have that many fully duped out characters, that means you have gone to pity on at least a banner. How do I know this? Because that's how my account looks. So I'm guessing we have spent. I'm guessing we are at least, at the very least, like I'm gonna go medium spender. Maybe not a whale. I definitely don't think a light spender, but probably a medium spender, because we have non-standard, we have a dupe into non-standard, we have this other recollection from Megami's banner that's really, really good. A bunch of dupes into these other ones, which is decent. We have Unity from top to bottom, looking very, very solid. You have adult time as well. It looks like you are missing the one SSR recollection that I'm missing as well, which is the Taijutsu one. That's really good. Yeah, you are. But you do have quite a few, like this one's a top of the tier list recollection as well. Might want to invest in that one. This one might be worth investing in for you as well, because this recollection is really good on Gojo for having him draw aggro. It's pretty decent. These two recollections are ones you don't have invested in at all. that I might put some into. Same thing with adult time. These three right here are like my top 3 next ones to go for, in my opinion. My advice to you, those are the ones you should probably be working on next. Of course, you got to finish the ones you're currently working on. For SR Recollections, this one is like the only one in my opinion that is really, really good and worth using, because it gives 15% attack boost for 2 turns. That's really useful. I do recommend investing in that one particular SR Recollection. If you are thinking about using any of these at any point in time, it can be that is the one that can be useful. And then Rare Recollections, none of these really invested in, but you do have most of them. The only Rare Recollection that's actually kind of worth something is this one right here. So if you do decide to invest in any of the rares, that'd be the one I invest in. Next up, we have Fort Misery. Fort Misery also has a secret title. I love how we're seeing so many different secret titles. This secret title is for using Nanami in a dispatch at a certain time. And then we have Yuta as our friend unit. Now, my recommendation to you, Fort Misery, is probably take Yuta off the friend recommendation, because I feel like a lot of people, everybody tried to pull for him. Not everybody got him, but everybody pulled for him. Everybody will still be pulling for him, and hopefully in the end, most people who play the game will still end up getting him one way or another. So they probably won't be using your friend unit. That's only going to hurt you in the end to run Yuta as your friend unit, because then people aren't going to be using your friend unit, and you're not going to get the friend points for the friend exchange shop. And you can get some nice things from the exchange shop. You can get some orbs to level up your characters or your recollections. There are some SR recollections in there that are useful, and eventually an SSR recollection is going to be added into that shop that you want to be able to buy. So you want to save up as many friend exchange points as you can. So let's see how the account is looking. Let's see how the characters and the recollections are looking. I'm very interested to see. Oh, we're actually going to show the item box, something that, how do you have 1045? Holy crap, man. Dude, I've been farming this out every day. I've been farming out domain investigation, all the events, everything I can. You need 1,500 of these medals to get a free SSR character, and you already have 1045. The one thing I haven't done, to be fair, is the newest event, the map event. I haven't completed that yet, so maybe I'll be at about the same amount as you once I complete that. But 1045 of those is freaking phenomenal. You have been grinding the crap out of this game. Good stuff. Good stuff. That means you'll be able to get a free SSR character here soon. For anyone that is not grinding out the events in domain investigation, you guys need to be doing that to be able to get these medals, because that's going to be really important. You have a lot of extra dupes that you've exchanged for things, I can tell. So that's crazy, and you're saving up your tickets. Save up as many of these tickets as possible, because eventually all the characters you miss, like if you missed Megami, those characters will be added to the general pool banner, where you'll be able to use these tickets to potentially pull them, which is actually one of the nicer things this game does. And I think people take it for granted, and people just quit the game because they're like, I didn't get the character, I got shafted. Big L, but like eventually you'll be able to get them. Yes, you can't use them right now, but they never really fall off because it's a PvE game. There's not like a super meta to it. Okay, we have some dupes as well for the SSR recollections. I think this one's a rare dupe, which is okay, but and then we have 2 chaos crystals, which is nice. A ton of orbs, 198. Actually, that's not as many as you need. You need like a couple million orbs is really what you need at this point for leveling up characters. A bunch of these saved up. You just get these from the event, guys. The event, honestly, the best way to grind those. Not even the cursed object collection. The event is the best way to do it. Okay, yep, this is post Yuta. Let's freaking go, man. 4 duped Gojo. Fort Misery. I'm just gonna say, like, I know Fort Misery. I know who Fort Misery is to a degree, right? And we did Fairy Tail Fierce Fight together. We've done a couple of other games, and I know you are spending on this. How much have you spent on this game? Oh my gosh, let me know down in the comments if you happen to see this. Too much money, let me tell you. 4 duped Gojo, 2 duped Yuta. We have Megami as well, so you know we pulled on that banner. Hopefully we got lucky and didn't have to go to like Pity like I did on this banner. Yaga, Nanami, all these characters like level 80 or above, absolutely freaking amazing. We also have some investment into Panda here and Itadori. I'm wondering why Panda should be the character probably on your friend unit spot. Since you do have him level 60, people will probably still use him. And he's 2 duped on top of that. But I'm wondering why you invested in Panda. Maybe it was just early to have a defender. Let me know. I'm interested to find out. We have these 2 rare characters invested in. I feel like people at the start of the game probably didn't invest in these 2 characters, but recently with like the formidable foe battle and stuff, people have started to realize that Kaido and Inumaki are very, very good. So people have started to use these characters more. So I'm happy to see them like getting up here, but still, once again, their investment isn't the highest. Level 30, level 50 could be a little bit higher. I imagine you're working on it, but it helps to have them a higher level just because it gives you more survivability and helps keep them alive. So I would probably invest in them a little bit more out of the characters you do have. We have SSR Maki, Nanami, Megami, okay? Looking really good on SSR characters overall. You don't have them all, which is interesting. I really thought you might, but we do have a 4 duped Gojo, which is crazy. And wait, was that level 9 skill, level 7, level 5, level 7? Hold on, what was the skill on Gojo? A level 10 ultimate. I don't even have my ult at level 10. I have my ult at level 9. That's crazy. So you got in that, you probably bought the Chaos Crystal pack, I imagine, or you used all the ones you farmed out on him specifically. Hard to say. But still, a level 10 ultimate already, and a level 9 ultimate with Yuta. Good investment on the skills, like looking really, really solid. Okay, Megami. You know what? His skill 2 being level 1 is fair, but people underrate his skill 2. His skill 2, when used inside his domain, if you have a lot of enemies to kill, I think it's actually fairly decent. You know, I give it the benefit of the doubt. Megami could use a little bit more investment here. He could have his ultimate upgraded a little bit, but other than that, like, still very, very solid overall. Looking at everything here, skill 2, level 7, perfect. Ultimate level 7. Good skill investment. I actually really like this. I like that people took the time to show me their skill investment because I can tell you if it looks good or not, which so far it's looking very, very solid. 7, 7, 7, 6. You know, it's fine. It's not bad. Itadori, yeah, fair. I probably wouldn't have him. I don't think I have mine invested in more than like level 5 either, but I would do his ultimate first, then probably his skill 3 or skill 2. Skill 1 is definitely last. And then Panda, no investment in him. Maybe a little bit of investment in Panda to put him as a friend unit so people use him. Might be worth it for you. Inumaki, definitely need to upgrade his skill 2. He'll help you. So he's really good in the Jogo fight for his skill 3, yes. But then his skill 2 is useful in like every other formidable foe battle. So I do recommend upgrading his skill 2 as high as you can, like level 7, level 8. And then upgrading this character's level. Like, he is invaluable. Really, really good character. The rest of these characters, I wouldn't worry about too much. You probably don't have too much investment in them, which is what I'm seeing, which is fine. Eventually, you can invest in these characters if you decide to, but they should be like at the bottom of the list for characters that you go for to work on. Now let's see the recollections. I'm really interested to see how those look. Okay, so a level 70, 5 duped, non-standard. You'll have to tell me, did you pull those or did you use the dupe pieces? And then a level 3 Unity from top to bottom is really good. Pride fully duped out. That means you've beaten Jogo on all difficulties. Let's freaking go. We got the new Megami Recollection as well. 3 duped. We got Adult Time with 1 dupe. Okay, looking good. Oh, we got this one too. You need to invest in this one. This one needs to be a little bit higher. Granted, we don't have a ton of characters right now who can make the most use of this, but it's like good on Green Itadori right now. But eventually, there are going to be Taijutsu characters who really, really thrive off this Recollection. So it maybe not priority right now, but over time, you need to get this one leveled up, and you even have it 2 duped, which is massive. You also have the other free-to-play Recollections, which is looking pretty good overall. And we 48% physical technique increase, all this stuff. Yeah, looking really, really, really good on the Recollections overall. I'm gonna skip ahead because I don't think I really need to see the like parts of the memories where they're limit broken, right? Because we know what they are when they're limit broken. But you do have most of your SSR Recollections are limit broken. There's no way you haven't spent. Oh, you spent money. You have spent money. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But like, I would love to see the comments. These are guesses, right? Anyone, if I got your account wrong, let me know down in the comments. But if I got it right, I would also like to know. Okay, on to the next one. Next up, we have Hanbin, who also has the record holder for most consecutive uses of a Black Flash, which is the secret title. But the one downside I see to their account already is that they have Gojo as a friend unit. Granted, that Gojo is a 5 dupe Gojo and a 5 dupe Pride, which is insane, so that's amazing. But probably don't run Gojo as a friend unit. I mean, I know it's cool to show people. I know that some people might use him because he's 5 duped, but I feel like you would still have better success with other characters. That's just my opinion. Let me know if this has been going well for you, though, down in the comments if you happen to see this, Hanbin, because I'd be interested to know if people are actually choosing to use your Gojo over their own Gojo, but I feel like most people want to use their own Gojo, in my opinion. I guess we'll end up seeing. All right, so we got combat power. You can see just Gojo eclipses every single character in the game when it comes to combat power. But look at the, okay, this has to be a whale, right? 4 duped Itadori, 5 dupe Gojo, 1 dupe Nobara, 4 dupe Inumaki. Okay, absolutely crazy. We also have Yaga and Nanami up here, so character investment isn't terrible. Having Toto up here isn't necessarily the greatest, but it's not terrible. We have Inumaki here. I don't see the rare Kaido, so rare Kaido is one thing you could do to help your account a little bit, get him leveled up, because he is actually very useful. I do see the SR Kaido up there, but I think rare Kaido is better. Wait, maybe you're not a whale. What the heck? How do you have so many dupes of SSRs but not have more like characters? Okay, I'm confused. No, you have to be a whale. I'm confusing myself. But this guy needs to be invested in. He needs to be invested in right now. He needs to be brought up quite a bit. As for recollections, where are we at? 5 dupe pride. We got non-standard with 1 dupe. We have this recollection with 1 dupe. Unity from top to bottom, 2 dupes. Okay, like good recollections up here at the top. Good investment. These are the ones you should have invested in at the top. And then we also have some more free-to-play ones duped out down here, which is nice. And it looks like you got quite a few of the SSR recollections overall. There's no way you pulled all of these without spending. If you did this without spending, if this is a free-to-play account, I have been fully bamboozled. But like, just seeing a 5 dupe Gojo and the dupes that you have, like, I really find it hard to believe. I really find it hard to believe that you didn't spend. Now, I will say, I don't see Yuta here. So this might have been submitted before Yuta became a thing. I'm wondering that. We do have 1,000 cubes though. So the fact that we have 1,000 cubes tells me maybe we did summon on Yuta and didn't get him, in which case rip, and I'm sorry, but let me know if this was, you know, pre-Yuta or post-Yuta, but like still, I'm guessing you spent. Or you just went crazy on the initial banner and didn't save for Yuta. That's also a possibility. I guess if people didn't save and just went crazy on the initial banner, this could happen and you just wouldn't have Yuta. So I'm very interested to know how this happened. So it could be a really good scenario where you just got lucky and got Gojo, but it also could be a scenario where you spent all your cubes and didn't save anything for Yuta, which in that case, that could have hurt your account a little bit. But yeah, if you happen to see this, let me know down in the comments. Next up, we have Grayson, and I will say Grayson put in the title, he is free to play, so I don't have to guess on this one. This one is definitely free to play, but hey, look at this, a free to play player with Yuta. Let's go, dubs. I hope your summons went well. I hope there's like a 2 dupe Yuta in here, because otherwise that means you had to summon a lot on this character to get him, because only 1,000 cubes left means it might have been a bit rough, but at least you got the character. I will say that's a dub. Okay, as for the account, we got the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 event banner here, or title, and then we have the Gojo as the friend unit. Once again, switch Gojo. Even if he's 2 duped, switch him off. You should have a different friend unit that would be more beneficial to you overall. Ooh, interesting. I like how you showed us the progress for your account. That was pretty cool. And Yuta here, no dupes. So that means you literally probably got him like last summon. That's crazy. That's absolutely, you know what, dubs. Dubs for getting him. Let's freaking go. We also have Megami too. You know what? We got Megami and Yuta. Maybe you got Yuta and then went in on the Megami banner afterwards. Let me know. Grayson, did you go for Megami first or did you go for Yuta first? And how did that end up playing out for you? Because that's dubs that you have them both. As a free-to-play account, to have both of these characters, that's big. That's big. And then good character investment other than Megami being up here. You guys know my reasoning behind Megami though, and how I feel about that. Like, he's just not the greatest. And then recollection wise, we have the free to play recollection. Hey, this is a very good recollection, especially for people that are free to play and don't have non-standard. Like, this is one of your top investment recollections as a free to play player, so I get that. Not having it 5 duped is a bit of an L. I'm assuming maybe you're just gonna get the last dupe before the event went away. Good news is you can use the versatile dupes to dupe this out. We also have the adult time. I don't see, oh, there is pride down there, so we've beaten formidable foe at least once. We have unity from top to bottom. Decent recollections, honestly, for a free to play account. This one it should not be level 1, okay? Grayson, invest in this as soon as possible and then slap it on your Gojo or your Yuta, either one, I don't care. And this is going to be a game changer for you. You will be able to do so much more content that you couldn't do before. Like, level that one up right now. Same with this one. If you want to throw that on Itadori, it makes him hit so much harder. It's really, really good as well. I don't think this one's worth investing in right this second, because mostly we have Jujutsu sorcerers who are going to be stronger rather than Taijutsu ones. But eventually we will get some sorcerers with Taijutsu who are better, so just keep that in mind. That one could be worth investing in for the future. As for the rest of your investment, Nothing really invested in for SRs and rares. There's only one SR I recommend investing in, and that's this one right here, which I've said before. So hopefully you guys know that, and hopefully some people will start to invest in that one if they are free to play and they need a decent damage recollection overall. And then I love that you're ending it off with letting us see your team. The one thing I would say is you probably don't want to run Gojo and Yuta together because they're very similar. I think running Megumi, Yuta, right, like Yuta should be in Gojo spot, and then you should have like Nanami right here, or Kaito, the rare one, or rare Inumaki here. I think that would be a little bit better for your team build overall, but overall, pretty decent account for free to play. I am impressed that you got the characters you got, and big dubs. Okay, at this point, I still had 9 people's accounts to go through. Like, oh, it's like, I love that people submitted it, but my voice can't take it. So I might go a little bit quicker on these. It's nothing against you guys, but just to try and get through them, right? And a lot of the stuff I said about the previous accounts can be applied to the same accounts. So like right here, once again, Jesse Gojo, probably not the character to run in your assistant info spot. But like, it's okay. And then we have a Complice, which is, you know, finish a character with Itadori and Nobara together and you'll get that secret title. By the way, if you didn't know that. So I love that we see another secret title here that nobody else has shown so far. So let's go. Let's take a look though. I want to see, did we get Yuta or did we not? Hopefully this was submitted, you know, after Yuta came out. I don't see Yuta. I don't. Oh no, I'm sorry. If this is after Yuta, I'm sorry. If this is before Yuta, then like let me know if you got him. But Gojo, one dupe, Itadori, Nobara. This looks like a free-to-play account to me. I could be wrong, but the characters that are up here seem pretty good. The one thing I will say is I don't see rare Inumaki or rare Kaito up here. I do think those characters should be up here. Megumi probably should not be at the top of your investment tier list, like for who you're going to invest in first. You can invest in any character you want once again, but I think there is a priority to who you invest in, and Kaito is just left sitting down there, not duped out, and he has the ability to be duped out. You really should be investing in Kaito. You have Nobara above Gojo? Okay, yeah, you got some work to do. Gojo should be your number one, always. Skill investment, level investment, everything. Gojo should be your number one character because he can carry you even when he's type disadvantaged. He is better than a type advantage character in many scenarios. Like Gojo is just absolutely broken. Like he's crazy for this game. And then I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. I don't particularly care about like all the different stats and stuff like that. Let's see the recollections. Okay, so we have a level 46 recollection. Decent. I don't know why this one's above non-standard though. Non-standard, maybe you got non-standard later. These two should be leveled up immediately. Like your top 2 recollections to work on. This one's not really all that great, so I wouldn't recommend investing in that one anymore. I'd just kind of leave it where it's at. This one as a free-to-play recollection is actually decent, might be worth investing in. You only have 2 dupes though, meaning you probably didn't grind out the event fully. You do have this recollection as well, which is really good. Might be worth investing in for the future. Not a ton of SSR recollections. You are missing a couple, but the ones you do have, I will say, look really decent. And then SR and rare recollections not really invested in, which is completely fine. So overall, memory investment is not terrible. Could be a little bit better. Could invest in a little bit more. Would help you out a little bit. And by the way, guys, if you have never used like the filter system and stuff, make sure you use the filter system because it will like let you filter by effect and stuff like that for recollections, which is really nice. And then we have this team right here. I don't think the team build is the best. This is like a good auto build team, like if you're going to just do auto for things. But outside of doing auto, you should have like buffers in the front, and then you should have Gojo and maybe Nobara in the back is what I would run. So I'd recommend switching your team up a little bit if you are planning on trying to run like manual or stuff like that in the future. Yeah, your team build needs a little bit of work, but hopefully, you know, just that recommendation will help you out in the future. Next up, we have Epic Daaw. They have Megumi as their partner, which is better than Gojo. Once again, I think like maybe Gojo and Megumi and Yuta aren't the way to go for putting assistant characters. I might switch them out for someone else. I've said it all video, but I just got to say this for each person. That way, when they go to their part of the video and they go to see it, they know to switch it out for like, you know, Maki, Panda, whatever. Now that does require you investing a little bit in those characters that you wouldn't normally invest in, but it gives you a reason to invest in those characters, right? 290 cubes left. I think they were just showing, hold on, where I want to see. This is before, okay, so this was submitted even before the Yuta banner came out. You had 290 cubes left. You went to 40 pity on Megumi. Oh no. You got Megumi though. I hope you're willing to spend. That's all I can say, because This was obviously submitted before Utah. I hope that you were able to spend for Utah and get Utah, but having a level 91 Megami is very good because Megami is really good, but Utah's limited. So you'll have to let me know how that one turned out down in the comments if you happen to see this. But character investment looking interesting. You have a lot of SSRs invested in here at the top, as opposed to like investing in your buffer characters who are kind of down here. So I would stop investing in the bad SSR characters, my opinion. Start investing in the buffer characters who are going to be able to help you out a little bit more. And then for recollections, we do have Pride at level 3. We have non-standard level 3, pretty decent. Level 5 on this one. One of the first people I've actually seen to have this one invested in. It's really good, guys. Like, this is one of the best SR recollections you can get, and it's free to play. You can get it from the Friend Point exchange shop. So highly recommend investing in this recollection if you guys are able to get it. We also have the free to play recollection invested in, which is fine. Decent memory. I think your recollection, residue, memory, whatever you want to call it, investment is better so far than your character investment. I would say Adult Time is probably one of the next ones you want to invest in. This one, you have it bookmarked, so I feel like you know this one should be up towards the top. And the rest of the SRs, fine. We don't really need to worry about those. Rest of the rares, we don't really need to worry about those as well. So completely okay with your recollection investment overall. I would say just once again, character investment needs to change a little bit, but hopefully that helps you out. Okay, so next up we have Kaz, and this is a JP account. I'm super excited to be seeing this. If you guys play JP, Global, whatever, and you want to get an account review, submit your account. I don't care what side of the game you're on. Now, he's even higher level than me. He's level 54. I'm like level 38, 39 because I don't grind out JP enough, to be completely honest, because the VPN can be a little bit annoying with, you know, load times and stuff like that. But to have a max dupe 5 Gojo and a max dupe non-standard together, that's absolutely crazy. And I'm wondering if Kaz is free to play on JP or not. I guess we'll have to see, but I'm super excited to see his characters and recollections. And also, this doesn't fit on the screen fully just because of the way it was screen recorded. I can't do anything about that, but hopefully it's all right with you guys because I feel like this account is going to be lit. Oh my gosh, it is. 147. 147 Teen Gojo, Hidden Arsenal Gojo. Absolutely insane. The new Itadori, who, by the way, I got lucky enough to pull. If you haven't seen that video, go watch the summon video. Not the first one, but the second one. Because the first one I got Nanami. Second one I got this Itadori, which was absolutely insane. But to have these two characters is amazing. We have Toji, Max Dupe 5 as well. Yo, you gotta let me know. You got to let me know, Kaz. Is this, you know, spending right here to get Max Dupe 5s, or are we doing this like free to play, getting character dupes? Because it's a little bit easier on JP, to be fair, to get character dupes. So I feel like these are free to play character dupes going into these two characters to get them to dupe 5, right? Because otherwise, if you were going to spend on these two characters, why wouldn't you spend on Itadori when he's equally as good, right? You probably would have, and gotten him to max dupe 5 as well. So I'm guessing these are free to play. So if these are, you know, let us know in the comments, because this hopefully can give some hope to global players. Like, hey, if you are free to play and you get at least just even one copy of a character, you can dupe them out and make them really good in the future, right? But looking at this, Toji, insane character, very hype, waiting for him to come to global. This Gojo, also waiting for him to come to global, and the new Itadori. Now, I will say, because you don't have like Hollow Purple Gojo and a couple of other characters, I'm guessing this is a free-to-play or light spending account. I don't think you're spending on the JP version. I could be wrong. Actually, this is just your SSRs. You might be, nope, you're, you might be spending. You might be spending, because now I see Hollow Purple Gojo, 1 duped. We got this Nanami, 3 duped. Oh my gosh. Invest in this Nanami, by the way. That's my advice to you, because this new Nanami on a team with the new Itadori, absolutely insane. If you plan on running the Itadori, you know, more, I do recommend it. We have actually an insane amount of characters right here. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm confused again. I don't know if you're free to play or not. I can't tell you if you're free to play or not. We don't have these characters invested in a little bit more. I mean, they don't have to be, right? But I would say at least like maybe level 100 at this point for like Yaga minimum. Maybe I would get him up to that point. What about rares? Okay, yeah, you have your rares at 100. We don't have Yaga at 100. Okay. That makes me a little bit sad. Recollections, yes, very good. Okay, interesting. I love all the recollections, looking very, very good. Level 80 on all of them. max duped on all of these at the top. Great investment in the ones that you do have. This is how, guys, if you're on global right now, this is how your account should be looking or trying to look for the future of the game, right? You're aiming to max out non-standard. You're aiming to max out these 2 recollections. These are the ones that you want to max out. This one actually might be worth maxing out too. Granted, it only has 1 dupe right here, but it is worth it in a way. We have these other ones max duped, but we're not really investing in them, which is fine. Like, so many SSR recollections. It's hard. Even at this point on JP, I think this is one of the hardest things to farm out is the orbs to level up your recollections. Otherwise, I think everybody would have all their recollections leveled up, right? But look at how many are level 1. That is one thing about JJK Phantom Parade is you got to actually like pay attention to which characters and recollections you're investing in and be careful with which ones you invest in, because otherwise you're just going to have like a bunch that are halfway leveled up and never have one fully done. So you do have to be careful with your recollection investment. And I thought we were going to see rare and SR recollections there, but I guess like, you know, maybe that doesn't matter as much as you think, because rare and SR ones honestly aren't going to matter that much in the future. Right now on global, they do matter, but for Kaz, I guess not. So that was the JP account. I am very impressed with that. That was very, very cool to see. Okay, we are back to global, and this time we have Minato's account, level 29, Gojo as a friend unit, max dupe 5. See, like, you're not, anyone who has a max dupe Gojo, you're not necessarily special, so running them on the friend unit, maybe not the best thing to do. I know some people might use it because they see a max dupe, but I feel like most people want to use their own Gojo, so probably better to use any other character as your friend unit. And let's see. Okay, yep, Gojo, look at Gojo, 11,985, just eclipses everyone else. They could all be the same level and same investment, and he's still just so much stronger. We do have Yuta though, Dubs on the Yuta. Granted, I don't see investment in him, so maybe a free-to-play account. We don't have, I don't think we have all the SSRs, do we? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're missing the 9th one. Who are we missing? Wait, am I wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're missing the 9th SSR in here somewhere. Who is missing? I don't even know. Let me know who is missing if you happen to see this down in the comments. But you do have Yuta, you have Megami, you have most of the SSRs in the game, so that's a dub. That's very big. SR characters, investment wise, you have Yaga and Nanami at the top, which is perfect. We invested in the free-to-play Maki. That's so funny. Okay, I wonder if he actually put levels in or just like duped her out, but oh man, that's Mekamaru's like one of the only SR damage dealers you should probably be investing in my opinion. But if you wanted to go for fun, you could definitely invest in that Maki. That's what I did, so I can't blame you too much there. And then rare characters, what do we got? Inumaki and Kaido at the top, beautiful, as it should be. So good character investment overall. Non-standard max dupe, this one with 4 dupes, very good. Rest for adults, very good. Pride, Unity from top to bottom. Honestly, looking very, very solid on recollections. I can't go too crazy on critiquing people on recollections. When at the like, if you have non-standard at the top, you're doing it right to a degree. Like, I can't critique much else. But yeah, looking very, very solid. SRs, do we have any of those invested in? Not really. Not even the one that's really good that I keep telling you guys is really good. So that one SR you can maybe invest in. Rares, you don't really need to invest in any. Once again, this one might be worth investing in, but overall, yeah, rares don't really need much investment. And that is pretty much it for their account, it looks like. I think what else are they going to show us? They're not showing us anything else. Okay. I was like, are they going to show us something else? But they did not show us anything else. Let's see cubes. 500 cubes left after Yuta. I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to say free to play. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong on that. Okay, here we have Mono Shots. Mono Shots has Yuta on the friend unit spot with non-standard. Once again, might not put Yuta there just because, similar to Gojo, people are going to want to use their own Yuta. We do have the special title for the most consecutive black flashes, so congrats on getting that one. You have to get 5 in a row. That's pretty good. And I don't see a dupe on Yuta, so I'm already like leaning towards free to play, but we'll see. Okay, so we have Gojo, we have Yuta at the top. Those are, that's exactly how your character investment should be for the top 2 characters. Now, Todo being up here is a bit questionable. Megami and Maki being up here is a bit questionable. You do have like most of the SSRs though in the game, it looks like, which is pretty decent. We have Yaga and Kaido up here at least. I don't see rare Inumaki up here. I don't see SR Nanami. He should be a little bit higher. These 2 characters should be a little bit higher in my opinion, investment wise. So that's one thing you can do to help your account a little bit. And we have SSR Panda down here as well. Interesting. Interesting that you put Maki or the Megami above Panda when like They're really not. But the fact that you don't have the new SSR Megami, the yellow one, tells me probably leaning towards free to play. Okay, that's where I'm leaning right now. We have non-standard, level 58, dupe 3. We have the free to play recollection from the beginning of the game. We have this recollection, which is pretty good. Overall, though, not the craziest recollections. You actually have this one invested in. One of the first people to actually have this rare recollection invested in. If you guys don't know what it does, go check it out. I'm not going to explain it. Give you something to do on your own. And then we have Unity from top to bottom. This one could definitely be invested in higher. This one should be like up here right next to non-standard. So definitely invest in that to get your account a little bit higher. This recollection, since you don't have a ton of great SSR recollections from what I can see so far at least, might be one for you to invest in because it will increase your overall damage and help you clear those harder content pieces in the game, like Formidable Foe Battle. And then the rest of these SRs and rares not being invested in, I can't complain. Like, you got the right SRs and rares up towards the top. You got the right recollections at the top for the most part. It's looking fairly decent overall in your account, so good job. Next up, we have Phony Star. He has 1,000 cubes left. This is probably after Yuta came out. We're about to find out. Did we get shafted or did we dub up? I hope it's the dub. I really do. With 1,000 cubes left. Otherwise, okay, I was gonna say with 1,000 cubes left, that's rough. But we actually big dubbed up. We got Megami with 1 dupe. We got Gojo with 4 dupes. We got Yuta with 1 dupe. Okay, this might be a spending account, like a medium spending account. I don't think it's a whale. I don't think it's a whale. But I think like a dolphin, maybe. Spend a little bit of money. We got Yaya, we got Nanami up here. Where Kaito, Inamaki, yes. Okay, good. All the characters I want to see at the top are at the top for the most part. We even got Mekamaru up here, who, by the way, you got an extra dupe of. You should probably go and dupe him out a little bit, but looking good on the character investment overall. Now for recollections, non-standard at level 4, nice. We got 4 copies in total, 3 dupes into this new recollection for Yuta. Very solid. We have Pride Max duped, meaning you have beaten Jogo on all difficulties, or you just used, versatile recollection bits to do it, but still pretty good. We have this one at level 35, which is decent. You probably don't even really need it. Looking at the recollections you have, let me know if you actually still use this a lot. I feel like you probably don't with the ones you do have. We have Unity from top to bottom, looking very, very solid. You even have Adult Time up here. One of the few people I've seen with Adult Time near the top, because Adult Time is underrated by people. It's really, really good and really useful. Having a lot of these partially duped out. Yeah, I don't think you're a heavy spender. I definitely don't, because you don't have all of those like really duped out. I think you also went and traded in all of your rare dupes because you didn't want to dupe out your rare recollections, which is totally fair. You don't need to dupe out your rare recollections. As for team build, this is a beautiful team build. This is along the lines of what you would want. Now, this recollection is very good on Yuta. You could also run non-standard on Yuta. You can run a ton of different recollections on Yuta, but this is a really good one to have on him. So good recollection usage, good team build. This is your main team, looks really good. And then this is the auto team. Smart. So that was your main, like, that last team was your manual team. This is your auto team. And so for auto teams on global right now, characters just choose the highest damage skill. So for auto teams, you want your highest damage characters on the main slots. So in this case, it is going to be Megami, Nobara, Yuta, and Gojo. Those, just plain and simple, these are the 4 strongest characters in the game. This is the team you should be running for auto. These are the recollections you should be running for auto. This is beautiful. Very, very nice. This is exactly what you want for auto. So like good team compositions, good team builds, and you're doing really, really well with character investment and the way you are building your characters. What else do we have? We're only halfway through the video. What else are you going to show me? Okay, we're going to see the main quest is cleared. Nice. Chapter 9, or Chapter 9, Episode 11. A lot of people have struggled with that. So yeah, big dubs on that. Everything cleared on that as well. Everything. So just everything's cleared. Wait. Formidable Foe? Formidable Foe, you're 1 away? You're 1 away on Formidable Foe? Which one is it? Which one is it? You gotta show me. Tell me. No, it's not that one. Okay, which one is the one you couldn't complete all the way? I'm so curious. Is it the Jogo one? No, it's this one. It's that. You gotta beat it with Mai and Momo Nishimiya. Just put Momo in the main slot. Honestly, she has evasion. That'll help keep her alive. Give her the Resurrect SR recollection. And if you don't know which one that is, just sort by like, the revive skill and you'll be able to find it. But yeah, put Momo on the main slot, put Mai in the sub slot, and then use your other characters. You'll be able to do this easy. This is pure laziness right here. The reason you haven't done that, because that should be fairly easy for you to get done. Same for everybody. Like that one's not that hard. everybody should be able to get that one done. So nice. You're pretty much done with the game other than like the events when they come out. And they're going to give us more cursed object collections and stuff like that in the future. One thing they do need to do in the future, though, I don't think they've done it on JP yet, is add more to domain investigation and also add like Extreme 3, Extreme 4, Extreme 5 to Formidable Foe Battle. That would be massive in the future. I'm waiting for that to happen. I don't know when and if that's going to happen. Probably after the new game mode, but we'll see. When that happens, you know what that's going to look like. I don't actually know whose account this is. They never showed me their profile, and they also didn't label it with their name, so I have no idea whose account this is. But hey, I'll review it for you anyways, and if you figure out that it's you, let me know down in the comments. But we got Yuta 1 duped, we got Megami, we got Gojo 4 duped, Nobara, all the best characters at the top. Now, the one thing I don't like is seeing Maki, Panda, Inumaki up here, Todo, oh, wait, no. We got it sorted that way. Never mind, you're fine. You just have things sorted in a weird way. Okay, and then your SRs are actually invested in relatively okay. So never mind, forget what I said. It looks okay. Overall, you're doing fine on character investment with what you got invested in. And then we got the rares. These 2 rares could be leveled up a little bit more. They do need to be leveled up a little bit more, so I would invest in those more. We have Adult Time at level 70. Okay, fair. If you don't have the non-standard recollection, that's probably what I would do too. We have Pride at level 5. We have Unity from top to bottom, looking very good. It looks like you just need to get lucky and get non-standard at some point. So if you haven't gotten it yet, I wish you luck. I hope you get it. It would have been nice to like dub up and get that on the Yuta summons as well. But hey, at least you got Yuta. That was big. None of the rares or SRs really invested in. So I'm gonna guess free to play account. Let me know if I was right or wrong down in the comments, and also, you know, let us know who you are. Okay, one of the lowest accounts for the day. So we've seen a JP account, and now we've seen a new player. I love it. I love being, like, even if you're a new player, I want to see your accounts. This is cool. All right, so we got Noah. He has player rank 3, reroll account, should I keep it? That's what he wants to know. I guess I can give you that. So we have Yuta, we have this. I'm not going to tell you not to put Yuta there because I imagine you probably only really have Yuta at this point, but we'll see what other characters you have and whatnot. So we have 3,000 cubes left. I wonder how much of the content we've completed in the game though. That's the real question. We're on chapter 2 of the story actually, so you still have a lot of the story left to play through. You still have a lot of cubes to get. Let's see characters and recollections. So character-wise, Nah, we keep this account. Why are you asking if you re-roll this account? What is wrong with you? You're a troll. You're an actual troll. We got Yuta, we got Megami, we got Gojo. Yeah, should I re-roll this account? Please. People in the comments are gonna literally like hate you, Noah, because there are people that dream of this account for the starter account. Like, that's so good. That's really, really good. The only thing that can make the account better, which you don't have, is non-standard, but you did start with this. You got the recollection off Megami's banner as well. That's really good. So if you could just get non-standard, then your account is big chillin'. Like, you are so good on this account. So I would not re-roll this account. I would go with this account for sure. Looks really, really good. And the very last one of the day, we have Vortex in the Discord, or Azaya or Ihara. If I'm saying that right here, I could be completely butchering that, so I'm sorry if I am. We have Yuta as the friend unit. Once again, let's switch that. Let's take a look at the characters and recollections and see how this is looking. 1,000 cubes left. Not a lot of cubes. I hope you... Okay, it always scares me when I see no cubes, and then if I come in here, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm praying for you guys that I see Yuta, and I do see Yuta. So at least you got Yuta. So we got Gojo, we got Yuta. Dubs on that. We got Inumaki up here as well. We got Nanami down here. We do have investment in Kaido. We have investment in Yaga. Could be a little bit higher on both of these characters. We have Nanami up here as well. Where is your rare Inumaki? That's SSR Inumaki. I don't see the rare one. Rare one could be a little bit higher. That's one thing that could definitely help your account out. Yeah, level 50, definitely invest in him, get him a little bit higher. We have Nobara down here, but we've chosen to have Inumaki. What? Why do we have him up here? Okay. Character my one problem with character investment. I get it. If you like the character, whatever. I give everybody one. If you have a character you really like, you can invest in them. But Nobara should probably be up there towards the top of your list if you want a really good character. Todo can stay down here, but Nobara should definitely be up there. Nobara is an insanely good character, the second best character on launch of Global after Gojo. And then Yuta being up there is dubs, just dubs having Yuta. I'm so happy for you. We have Pride here with 1 dupe, so you still need to beat a couple of formidable foe battles. We have an SR recollection up here. Interesting. We do have a couple of good SSR recollections. This one's good. This one's good. This one's decent for drawing aggro. This one's a really good free-to-play recollection. Not the most SSR recollections, though, so I'm leaning free-to-play. I'm definitely leaning free-to-play. Oh, here's some more, though. Why? Okay, this one should be invested in. Adult time should be invested in. You definitely, okay. Recollection investment could be better. You need to invest in this one. You need a lot of other recollections invested in. Granted, I know it's hard to farm out the orbs for it, but yeah, invest in those ones I said, and that'll help you out a ton. And that is the end of the account review video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. Peace.